blah, blah. But you haven't heard it from us. So chill, relax. Let us talk all about it before you log off.
The thirst is absolutely real, everybody. I am Sir Aaron Carter, and you are listening to Before You Log Off. That is right. And I'm here with the two most embarrassed people in America right now, the internationally known Steven Gutierrez. How you doing, sir?
Hello. How's everybody doing? I am currently eating a peanut butter cup, so my mouth is full. But hello.
Wow, then we'll move right along. Of course, we have with us the one and only Toughest Stones, Rachel. How you doing?
Hey, I'm pretty good.
Are
The
you
story
good?
you told. The story you told right before, it got me. I was trying not to laugh.
It's a good story.
That's
Grade A story. Grade A story. And you know why you guys will never hear that story? Because you guys haven't known us for 7+ years. Maybe.
Oh my god.
In the future, you might hear that story one day. You might.
Nice segue.
You might be old
Nice
enough.
segue.
Exactly. And why do I bring that up, Rachel? I don't
know, Aaron.
I'm gonna sip on some Zevia cream soda right here in my world's okayest dungeon master that I got from one of my besties. You know. So go ahead and why do I say 7+ years?
I don't know, man. We met like you okay?
Oh man.
Don't die.
You almost choked on the on Zevia.
Apparently 7 years is too long.
Yeah. 7 years is a
I don't
long
know, man.
time.
We only met like 3 years ago.
So here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Have you ever, people out in podcast land, people that are joining us live here on twitch.tv/before you log off, have you ever had one of those people that you've met like yesterday or something like that, and then you instantly felt this like, do I know you? Have we met before? And you don't know what it is. Some say it's the Matrix. Some say it's the Mandela effect. Some say it's, just that that bond that you have with people. You're attracted towards, you gravitate towards certain people because the universe pulls you in that direction, right? So from the very beginning
Beginning?
Yes,
In the
beginning, yes. We have been friends with Rachel here, Steven and I. Everybody knows Steven and I's, background story. Worked together from GameStop, and the rest is history,
Yeah.
But nobody's ever really known Rachel's origin story when it comes to BYLO.
Well, I think we should start off with like how we first actually really met, and then we can So basically, when we actually first met, Emma brought me along onto a podcast called Video Game Bang when Aaron used to still be on there, and that's how I met him. And everyone knew I was obsessed with Lord of the Rings, and they kept saying, you know what, you should really meet this guy named Steven. He hates Lord of the Rings, and that started like our frenemies friendship type of thing. So that's how I met them. But it turns out, we found out the other day, we actually met 7 years ago.
7
Not 3 years ago. 7
years ago.
7 whole years.
7 whole years ago. And you know how they say if you've known somebody for 7+ years, or you're friends with them for 7+ years, you might as well just
10.
It's a
10.
life. It's 7. It's 7.
It's
It's 7
Okay.
years. It's 7 years.
It's 7 now.
Yeah, it's 7 years. So we did a convention years ago. I think it was Wizard World Comic-Con in Sacramento.
Yes.
And we were going around taking pictures. I was a young green photographer at the time. And we saw, of course, as everybody knows, my favorite comic book hero group is the X-Men. And I saw some Marvel characters or so. And we're like, you got to get some pictures of these cosplayers as Marvel characters. Let me bring up some shows right here for everybody so everybody can
Ooh.
see. I'm playing around,
You guys are missing
Rachel.
out if you're not watching the stream.
I didn't bring them.
What? Oh man, he was gonna have this whole slideshow prepared and everything.
I don't even
Well, I
see
didn't-
it. I thought that was visual aids.
I didn't want to put it up there
Yeah.
because I didn't know if you were going to be comfortable showing that old stuff of yourself.
I reposted a picture of me in the robe costume on Twitter.
Oh, I didn't know. Well, after show. The
Honestly,
after
not
show.
true friends. Not true friends then.
The after show. We'll show the people. The people that stick around for the after show.
And post it on the Instagram and everything.
Scratch that. I guess you aren't missing anything if you're not here on Twitch because.
Oh, you're definitely missing things. You're missing our beautiful faces. Like.
Oh yes.
Yeah. This is
That's true. That's true.
They wouldn't be able to see my mug here.
Gotta hit him with the look.
Oh my god!
You gotta hit him with the look.
The smolder, terrible. Oh my god!
That's for Jerry. He's not here, but if he ever watches this,
I didn't know what you were talking about. You said you weren't here. It's like, oh, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Jerry.
Pour one for my homie.
So, it baffled me. There was a long search for me.
We were yelling, to be honest. We were all on a Discord call together, and they were showing an old video, and I screamed. I was like, "That's my friend Rosie!" And we're like, "Wait, we shot that!" And I was like, "If you guys shot that, and if you guys walked up to her, that means I was standing right next to you guys because I was with her in that shot." And then when Aaron told me, because there was a video of my friend Rosie as She-Hulk, and she was punching like another cosplayer or like pretending to, and when he said that, like he walked like. He told her, like, "Oh, can you pretend to punch her?" All of a sudden, all these like flood back like of memories like just came pouring like I don't know into my head or whatever. And I actually remember Aaron coming up to me and he's like, "Hey, do you think your friend would be interested in being our video?" Because she was busy talking, and I was like, "Sure." And so I just was like, "Hey, Rosie," and kind of just got her attention. And then I remember seeing Corey, and I remember seeing Steven. And Steven was very shy in the back.
Wow, I was working.
You were quiet. You were very shy. You looked timid.
The second part of that is me whispering in Rachel's ear, "Hey, you want to be a part of a podcast in about 7 years?"
Oh my god, that did not happen.
You know, like how the Scarlet Witch does like the mind middle thing. Yes, that's what it was. It was one of those really quick, put the little idea in her head, said, "Let that seed, get planted right there."
Were podcasts even a thing back then?
See,
yes,
yeah,
I didn't know this.
Podcasts have been around for a long time.
I mean, weren't they just called radio shows?
No, they've had podcasts way longer than I was starting to do podcasts. Since
the internet has been around.
Since the beginning.
But so if you're missing, maybe we'll find. I mean, I can't repost because it's somebody else's work, but we can pick out some stuff. We found a video where both of us were in it not at the same time, but we caught footage of Rachel. Yeah, we caught footage of Rachel. We caught footage of me, and it showed that we were in the same space and time at the same time. So,
I wish we somehow got a picture together, and they would be like, "Look, we've known each other for 7 years, even though we didn't like actually introduce each other. I didn't know your guys' names. I didn't even know what podcast you guys were filming for."
Yeah, at the time, it actually wasn't for our podcast. That was actually for Nerd Reactor.
Okay.
That's when we were writing for Nerd Reactor, and then we needed to do because they sent us to the convention, and they told us, and they were like, "You can write an article about it. You can do a video about it. What do you want to do?" And writing an article on a convention is, who wants to do that? Let's show some of the cosplayers. Okay. Right.
Did you do that into the mic?
I did. I was going to cover it. I was like, no, I have to go into the mic. The people need to hear this.
So yeah, it leads me to my next question for you, Rachel. Why haven't we been invited to birthday parties?
Oh my god. Well, first of all, I didn't know your actual name, so I couldn't really track you guys down.
These legendary birthday parties.
Yeah.
There's only 2 of those legendary birthday parties. Maybe I'll have some in the future. Maybe I'll invite you guys. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, you would think
after 7 years of friendship, it tends to fizzle, right? Am I right?
No. I mean, Steven and I have been friends for freaking 20 years, it seems like. I was looking up old videos of ours on YouTube, and when I saw that 10-year thing on there, and that was how long of us knowing each other, because we didn't just meet each other and then start doing YouTube videos.
Right.
We knew each other for some time and then start doing YouTube videos.
What, in 2026? It'll be 20 years.
It'll probably be 20 years. Yeah.
Yeah, like, well, that's like me and Rosie.
Fuck.
I've known Rosie since we were like 4th grade, since I moved to like Hollister when I was a little kid. So yeah, we've been friends for 20 years.
It's crazy the
Yeah.
amount of time that you know people on this planet.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll do some behind the scenes stuff on the after show and show you, because I do actually have the video saved.
Oh, you do? Nice.
Yeah, I did
Nice,
save it
nice.
because I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna just like this is not gonna go away."
Mhm.
And what's
I
it like
low-key
a little
wish-
thing?
Yeah, I low-key wish like we were recording a reaction to us finding out we've known each other for that long, or at least like kind of met or bumped into each other back then. Because I don't know, it was really funny. My like mind exploded.
Yeah,
It was
surreal to me.
definitely- yeah, it was surreal, and
Yeah.
it was a private moment that we all found out, and we're just so shocked and fucking wowed that
Mhm.
we were right there,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah.
So close, but yet so far.
Because
It-
I think what's crazy too, what I thought was crazy is like, because you didn't live in the city at
I
the
didn't
time.
know.
So that means you
Mm-mm.
traveled here from a different place, you know, the motherland of Arizona, and you
I was not living in Arizona. How dare you?
and you decided, and for some reason, to come to that spot at that day, because it's a
Yeah.
3-day event as well.
Yeah, I was there for the whole
Mhm.
weekend. I was
Oh, okay.
staying with some friends and everything. And yeah, one day I went as Rogue, and then the next day I was Raven from Teen Titans. We had like a whole group together. So
Yeah, 'cause
like-
this was what, 2014?
yeah, 2014.
Yes, 2014. Yes.
Yeah, so
a
that means
lifetime
I
ago.
just moved back from Arizona.
The motherland. Yes.
Wow. No.
So yeah, we'll watch some stuff for later, but you know, you got to be here live on twitch.tv to see all that stuff, guys. So anyway,
Means we were meant to be friends, guys.
yeah,
Or enemies. Time will tell.
yeah, we'll see.
I'm pretty sure I've won you over.
Wow.
We'll see.
Alright.
We'll see after this photo shoot that we do when we do the photo
Oh,
shoot.
I'm very excited for that. It'll be good times.
All right. Real quick question before we move on. Do you want to answer that? How did Rachel not burst into flames living in Arizona?
Fun fact. I lived in the one part of Arizona where it snowed, and it was a pine tree forest and not a desert.
I didn't
I
know
lived in
there was snow
Flagstaff.
there. Wow.
Yeah, it's on the Kaibab like plateau area that's like crosses over into Colorado. So it's basically Colorado that just snuck over into Arizona.
I didn't even know Colorado and Arizona touched. All right.
Somebody needs to go back to school.
So anyway, we got to watch some pretty cool things, and I'm pretty sure.
actually-
What's up?
Before we start, I actually saw this like article and I really wanted to bring it up real quick.
Okay.
Because I thought it was really crazy. I saw apparently an actress got stabbed with a knife.
Okay.
What?
Where are we going with this?
No, yeah, no, I can't remember their name. I think it was like Reese something.
Witherspoon?
No, with a knife.
All right. All right. All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for listening, everybody. We're done.
Did that just happen?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. I'm ashamed.
I'm too.
myself.
I feel dirty.
Yeah.
I feel so proud.
feel-
Like, guys,
feel
I was
fucking
planning
dirty.
this for days. I was like, oh my god, I hope they do it. And you guys, thank you for this. I quit BYLO. I can't top that anymore.
It's
Am I supposed to file
yeah.
a police report?
I think you should. Because I'm going down on it. So, yeah, that's
Ooh.
all right.
You guys glad you met me 7 years ago now?
Now we need to go back in the timeline. We need to do just like the Avengers did and
pluck us out of the
change
timeline, move
everything.
us-
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
I don't care if the
Good times.
TSA prunes me. 'Cause we're changing this whole thing up.
What
Can't
the-
believe it. The chat tried to warn us too, as you can see.
Yeah.
The chat tried to warn us. I had no idea
Oh,
though.
man.
All right.
I wasn't ready.
I was like really trying to be like, okay, try to be serious. Don't smile, don't laugh. But when you guys both said Witherspoon, I couldn't hold it back. Oh,
So terrible.
good
So terrible.
times. Good times.
What
Thanks,
If
chat.
came out, everybody? What If? Marvel's What If series.
God, I can't even concentrate anymore.
I know. It's like, how do you go on? It's like, how do you go on?
Oh my God.
What if you hadn't made that joke? Terrible. So yes, the What If series came out last Wednesday, everybody. And sorry if you haven't seen it yet, but we're going full spoilers for the very first episode. Which actually, I don't know if there was a title or a name for the episode. Was there?
Actually, I don't know what the title of it would be, but it all centered around Captain Carter, which we've been seeing a lot of in the trailers. Like, she's been kind of like, I feel like the frontline story that they've been showcasing. So it was really cool to start off with that, especially since like I don't know. I guess like Iron Man was the first MCU movie, but like Captain America is like the first like
Avenger.
one chronological. Yeah. So first Avengers. So it's kind of cool that they started with that story for the first What If, you know?
Yeah, the title's called What If Captain Carter Were the First Avenger?
Okay. So you start off with a little narration from Uatu, the Watcher, played by what's his name?
Something
Gordon.
Right.
It's Gordon. It's Captain Gordon, or it's Commissioner Gordon. And I don't know why I am not remembering his name right now. But it's basically, if you've ever read the comic books, they actually do different. They do actual What If comic books. They had a What If comic book if Wolverine actually killed the Hulk. They had a What If comic book if Spider-Man never got rid of the symbiote suit. Jeffrey Wright, thank you, LB and King Chris in chat.
I just found it too.
So they do a thing where one small decision can change the course of history. So in Captain America, the First Avenger, if you ever saw the movie, right when Steve is about to get the super soldier serum or step into the machine, I believe, or Dr. I can't remember his name, Erskine, I think. I'm not sure.
Dr. German guy.
Yes, thank you. Dr. German guy says, wouldn't you have a better view from up top, Peggy? And she's like, yep. And she goes up there. This time, she's like, no, I'm staying down here with everybody else. So things kind of play out the same way a little bit, except for
she's the only one that does see the guy who like tries to set off the bombs and take the serum, but because she sees him and tries to stop him, he activates it a little bit sooner before Steve Rogers does the transformation, and so he kind of gets caught in the crossfire type of thing, and he gets too injured to actually do the serum.
He gets shot by the guy while he was trying to stop him, and so Peggy, not having the experiment be a total waste, she jumps in the machine herself, and Stark cranks it to 11. And you get what? I
feel like you're like, I don't know. I feel like you're brushing over like a really big thing that I thought was really cool because like, yeah, like they could have just been like, all right, Peggy, just get in there so it's not a waste. But you could see like, what is it? The Colonel and everything. He's like, no, just throw Steve Rogers in there. He'd rather have somebody that's injured do it. He even asked somebody who like, he asked Stark to get in there. He's like, yeah, I'd rather have somebody who's just like Playboy millionaire, but somebody like Peggy who obviously has like the qualifications. She's the only one with military training. She's the one that like actually like trained Steve Rogers and all the other soldiers to possibly do it. He still doesn't want her because she's a woman, and a woman like didn't get like respect or anything really back then. So I feel like it was like a really big moment, and that's what like she kind of feels like after becoming Captain America or Captain Carter. There's a lot of pushback against her because they're like, oh, she's a chick. She can't do anything.
Yeah, you hear it kind of throughout the episode as well. Well, until he tries to kind of like double back on it and be like, "Oh yeah, I was the one that told her to do it" and stuff like
yeah.
But yeah, when she jumps in there, she transforms into the new super soldier, and she's big and buff and just as strong.
She can step on me any day.
Wow. What were your words actually in the chat that you said?
I said Peggy could step on me any day.
Peggy, did you? No, it was Peggy.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I thought, according to what I was reading right here in the chat, that you put, about
Well, I said
it.
big buff Carter could step on me any day.
So I chose
buff
to
is the
ignore
key
that.
word.
Jesus
There has to
Christ!
be a big-
I
there's
chose to
There's
ignore
no
that.
buff. Like there has to be
Wow.
buff in there too.
Wow.
That's right.
Wow.
You might
Sorry
be
that I-
tall, but where's the muscles at?
Oh, they're there. They're there. They're there. Anyway, so terrible.
That's the muscle.
So they sideline her though for the beginning. They sideline her until Bucky is in it and his regiment or whatever gets caught, and you got Peggy, Stark, and even still Steve, because Steve is like, I may be small and scrawny, but I'm still gonna be in this type of thing one way or another.
Yeah.
And so she gets the troops together and is like, we're gonna go after these guys that just got caught behind enemy lines. They kind of bypass, because like this is just a 30-minute episode type of thing, so they do bypass the things like in the movie, like when they paraded Captain America around, but they do nods to it where Steve was like, this could be worse. You could have been paraded around in the suits and selling bearer bonds and stuff like that, which was I thought
Pretty
was cool.
funny.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it's just, I feel like they didn't want to do that with Peggy because they're like, oh, she's a woman. Like, it's totally like a failed project. So they were like, want to just like keep it under wraps.
I feel like if they did a full-blown movie with this thing, I could see them trying to fit a scene like that. You know how they have the girls that go and dance for the guys and stuff like that? I can see them trying to shoehorn her into something like that.
I mean,
if they did like this
I don't think they would though,
thing.
just because of sexism. They wouldn't.
A
Well, no,
British
that's-
soldier
that
parading
fits.
around America.
That fits that time thing. Like,
Yeah, but she's like tall and big and buff. They would be like, you have to be tiny and petite.
you telling me there wasn't a couple of soldiers over there that wouldn't have loved to see a big lady dancing in front of them?
They got a lot of hate, so probably no, they wouldn't.
I'm just
I
saying.
mean,
I'd say they probably would, but they wouldn't openly admit it,
So yeah, the Howling Commandos get caught behind enemy lines, and Peggy and the and the ragtag team that she has of Howard Stark, I think is what it is. That's his name, yeah. And Steve Rogers, they actually go in there and actually have a pretty cool little scene when Peggy using her powers for the first time and like just wrecking people left and right. Like there's a scene actually that I thought was pretty dope whenever she's fighting the Germans, and there's like this gigantic German dude that comes out of the back of the truck to fight her, and she just kneecaps him real fast and then
So good.
just drops him. I was like, good Lord, that's brutal. But so there's another thing I saw, because like towards the end, of course, she does the regular, she's fighting Red Skull as the main antagonist. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was saying before they do that, like they actually did like a switch and everything, because like Steve Rogers, since he doesn't have the power, they give him something else, because like after they fight the German soldiers, she gets the Tesseract a lot sooner than Captain America did. So Howard Stark was able to work on it, and he actually created something for Steve Rogers with the Tesseract. And that was a big, huge Iron Giant suit, right?
Yeah, like a pre-Iron Man type of thing.
Yeah, it's totally like Iron Giant feels to me. I loved it. And like, because they did that when they were on the train scene, Bucky didn't fall. He never got captured by Hydra, so he never became Winter Soldier. Instead, Steve Rogers, he's the one that fell and then ended up getting captured.
Yeah, they still didn't, but they didn't do the whole mind control thing with him, which I thought that's what they were going to do, actually. When I saw him later.
They didn't have enough time to do that, though. Because, like, it was only probably, like, what, a couple weeks at most that they had him, instead of years and decades.
LB in chat said it felt like it's a Cliff Notes episode.
Yes.
I could see that. I could see that.
But they did it in a really good way. Like, it didn't feel, like, too rushed. Like, I don't know.
You didn't feel that way?
No, I really liked it. But, like, I would have liked to see it, like, and develop more and be, like, a full-length movie. But I feel like the pacing was really good still.
I did feel like it was pretty fast. Like, I wanted more, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
I wanted more, but I feel like the story itself that they told was good. Like, they told it in a good way still.
That's what this whole series is going to be.
I know, I'm so excited.
I hate that.
What, you wanted longer episodes?
No, it's like it's interesting. So it's like it's good.
Get like
I
a little
would
taste.
I would have rather them just come out with a cartoon by itself of this whole thing. Like that would have been fine. You could have called it the What If series. Every season is different, but just
Well-
focus on this one story. Like,
Nah, that would take too long then. They got too many stories to tell.
Well, I think
I'm
the
fine.
reason why you're getting this in such quick like doses and stuff like that is because they say that all these characters are canon within the multiverse of the MCU.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
if we want to use these characters anytime soon, we're probably not going to make a long story about them because we got to tie them into a movie called The Multiverse of Madness. I'm just guessing right now.
Yeah. I did hear rumors of Captain Carter being in the Multiverse of Madness. Like
Exactly.
total rumors, not confirmed, but that'd be really cool to see her.
So
But-
if we need them now, we can't do a full season of Captain Carter, or we're gonna have to explain a lot of stuff when she gets to the movie. Or how about we just do
Yeah.
her origin? We drop her into the multiverse or whatever, and then it'd be easy for us to explain. You know, when she shows up and Doctor Strange is like, "Who are you?" And she's like, "Well, go to Disney Plus and watch my whole origin thing."
Yeah.
So-
I did think it was kind of interesting, like how they wrapped up like Peggy Carter's story and everything, because it was like vastly different than Captain America. Like
Mhm.
kind of the same things happen, like where like she's fighting Red Skull at the very end. He's doing his like big huge scene. So instead of with a Tesseract, like I forget what he was even doing with the Tesseract in the original movie, but in the What If episode, instead of having that, he was opening up a portal trying to like conjure up like the Hydra like monster that they're kind of based off with all the tentacles and everything. He instantly dies, so he would never be the keeper of the Soul Stone later on in the MCU. And
Yeah, he gets crushed. Yeah.
yeah, he gets squished like within seconds. And so it's like Peggy Carter have to basically fight Cthulhu and push it back through the portal. And it's like a big, huge scene. I cried, obviously, because I cried during everything. So
Okay.
Yes, it was the Borderlands 1 ending.
I
Oh,
never finished
yeah.
Borderlands. Wait,
Wow.
we did.
One?
I played it with you guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say you did finish one with us. Yeah.
I forgot.
Wow. So I saw somewhere online that somebody thought that the big Cthulhu monster in there was Shumagorath, but I'm not sure that is what they did. Like, I don't know.
It's just tentacles.
Yeah, I think it might just be tentacles and stuff like that. Hold on, somebody up chat. I think King Chris asked, "How was the animation?" I thought it was fine.
I liked it.
Yeah.
It's very, yeah, I like the cell shading. I like how it's like very comic book feeling, but they like, it's not too stiff. It's very fluid because they used a lot of like CG animation with it.
Mhm.
So,
I didn't like the lens flares. Like,
oh, I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't.
like I was like, oh
Notice
god
that.
damn it! Like the fight in front of the truck. Like I would have loved to like been able to see that better. But like,
Yeah.
I felt
Oh,
like it
the
was just
quick
so
flash
bright.
things.
Yeah.
I see what you
Like,
mean. I see. What
So
you
I'm
mean.
like, you're teasing me here. Like, come on, this is good, but you're like,
I think
you're
it's because they went really.
blinding.
Yeah, like it was a little too blinding, but I feel like with that type of animation, with cell animation, you have to be overly dramatic to actually give it the effect that you want.
That's fair.
But yeah, but I get how you feel.
Yeah, it was like it was good though. I did enjoy the show for
Mhm.
everything it was, because it was interesting seeing like the different choices and like how the things turned out because of the stuff she did. And
Yeah.
it was an interesting take. And again, I would love to see more of it, but we can't.
You gotta wait till the multiverse of madness, man. Gotta wait till
Yeah,
the
maybe-
multiverse of madness.
So you can just see him in the distance, and then they just wave, or you know what
Nah.
I mean? Like it's
No,
not.
I think you'll get a
full
full.
thing.
No, I think you'll get more of. I think you'll get more of the characters though. Like I don't think it'll just be like a distance thing, or these will be cameos. I feel like the multiverse of madness is going to be literally him and either Scarlet Witch or whoever else just traversing through these different multiverses. And I think you're going to get like a good glimpse at all these different, kind of like.
be the same.
So think about it this
They're
way,
just
because it
gonna
looks
give
like
you another tease if they do that.
yeah, I think
'cause
like
they're gonna
how
push the story.
if they
Well-
build it up like the Avengers did, and
They can
At the end
explore
of-
it more.
yeah, at the end of this, cartoon series, they have the Multiverse Avengers, which it looks like they showed you that little camera shot where it's panning around all these different multiversal heroes fighting together. Then if we get that in Multiverse of Madness, that's a full team. That's a full team that you can get on screen right there. So I'd be fine with that. And then again, it's just like comic books. If people like it, Marvel will put it out on its own thing. Just like how stupid the Batman Who Laughs went from just being a little character in a comic book, everybody loving that character, and now they got like this full-blown series and story arc about it. They'll go with it if it makes money. So like, if a lot of people liked it, look at Loki, man. Look at Loki.
Oh my god.
All right, you just gonna fart on camera now too?
Wow.
Wow.
That wasn't me.
Okay.
Apparently, there's a war happening outside my house, so apologize.
Okay.
The car alarm will go off eventually.
Terrible. So what's the next episode after that one? Does it say? Is it going to be the T'Challa Star-Lord thing?
I feel like it might be because that was like the second most like promoted episode that they did. But if they do, I don't know. I feel like that's going to be a big episode because that's the last thing that Chadwick Boseman like recorded.
Yeah.
This is the last thing he's been in.
Star Challa.
I'm going to cry the whole time.
Wow. Wow. Keep it together for him. Keep it together.
I can't. I was thinking about it. Like after the PeggyCarter episode, I was like already crying. Galen can confirm this. Just thinking about it, man.
Wow. Yeah, there's nothing on the wiki at least for what's going to be next. So we'll have to wait. I like that they're coming out the midweeks. Marvel did say that they're going to be working on more animations for Disney Plus.
That's exciting because I hope it's these things.
It could be again.
That's my hope for this. Like I hope this is the introduction, and then those other cartoons come out. And then it's all worth it. It's all fine. But if they don't, I'm disappointed.
Well, only the future will tell, everybody.
Yeah.
What else came out? Oh, everybody in here has seen the Suicide Squad, correct?
Yeah. Snoke. I know Snoke the other day was saying that he did not like it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So fan of the first one then, huh, Snoke? Got it.
Terrible. Oh my goodness.
I watched it as soon as it came out. It was on HBO Max, and I threw it right on there and just, watched it. Steven, you went and watched it in the theaters, correct?
I did. Yeah, I went to the theater, and there was literally like 6 people in the theater, and that included me and Emma. They're there, so.
Nice. Okay, and Rachel, you saw it at home?
I saw it at home, but I don't know. I watched it most of like at a really popular time because the movie froze 3 times, and then 10 minutes before the ending, the whole movie went black and restarted. So we had to like fast forward to the ending. Yeah, nice. But still didn't take away. I still love the movie, and I actually rewatched it already. So.
Really, you watched it twice?
I actually watched it 3 times.
All right, okay, that's a bit much. It's not that great.
I know, but like you put it on the background while you're working, and then you go over there and you're like, haha, something funny happened, go back to work.
So this one, it kind of went as kind of I figured. And we're going full spoilers for anybody that, is like, oh, I haven't seen it yet or whatever. And it's not, it's kind of par for course with, I think, what everybody thought was going to happen. So it was in my opinion, I'll let you guys go first before I give my full opinion. Rachel, what made you want to watch it 3 times in a row? Not in a row, but just like 3 times in general.
Sorry, my cat, I didn't realize me was in here, and now she's getting a whole bunch of stuff. She's like, I'm awake. I want to be let out of this room, but I'm doing podcasts. So, but back to the movie. Sorry, sidetracked. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was just a really fun movie. It had really great characters. Like each character was just written really well, and I don't know. It was just fun. It was just like a fun movie to watch.
Steven, what did you think? Especially since you saw it in theater.
I honestly, it's definitely way better than that first one.
Yeah, the first one was just like a pretty music video. This actually had a good story, and actually the characters connected, unlike the other one where they're like hated each other. Then at the very end, Diablo was like, "We're family." And I'm like, "But what is this?"
Yeah, I think freaking all the actors did a great job.
Yeah,
I didn't have a problem with any of them. Like John Cena fucking crushed it.
amazing.
Idris Elba, one of my favorite characters in the movie.
Bloodsport. I love that one part where they're like, nobody likes to show off. He's like, unless what they're doing is dope as fuck. And he's like, shit, you right. That was so good.
Like it's like just I think his costume and like how he pulls fucking weapons off his suit fucking won me over. I was like, that's dope as shit. That's dope as shit. And man, I don't know. Are we doing spoilers or with?
Yeah, we're doing full on spoilers.
Okay.
Spoil it. Yeah.
So like I went into it thinking that like okay, I know some of these characters are gonna die. But I wasn't expecting
everyone to die.
A whole massacre of people like right in the first like 15 minutes.
Oh, dude, I do have to say, seeing Pete Davidson die, that hurt me because I have the biggest crush on that man. He's so cute, and he died immediately.
He got caught in the face thoroughly too.
Honestly, his character deserved it because he sold them all out.
He did.
Yeah,
he did. It was cool though that they went full R-rated and you get the blood and guts type of thing with everything.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
They didn't hold back at all. Yeah, they didn't hold back at all. And like King Chris said in chat, I was surprised by Captain Boomerang getting killed. I did not see that coming.
Yeah. Because I feel like the first wave of like villains that they set in and everything, they were totally unknown except for like Harley Quinn and Boomerang. I feel like Boomerang was like the most well known out of that group, and then like he died instantly, and I was like, all right then.
I also didn't see them killing off Rick Flag. Didn't call that one.
That was a surprise too.
I could kind of see it because I know Rick Flag is like a big huge character in the Suicide Squad, but he's also it's a name for a character, like for multiple characters, like an older version, like a father, his son, and then like another version, or like the grandfather. So like
Holy Spirit, gotcha.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Wait, really? I don't know anything about Rick Flag in the DC
I went and I
universe.
looked up a whole bunch of the characters because I have no idea who any of the characters were. So I looked up a lot of their backgrounds to see like what series each of them were from. And Rick Flag, it's like a grandfather, father, and son. So I can see the character coming back, but like a different variation. Like it could be his dad, and then like another version could be like his younger son who's like in his early 20s or whatever, just starting out or something like that. So
did anybody get what his rank was in the movie?
Was it Colonel?
Because that's how you can differentiate them. Because the senior is just Richard Roger Flag. Then you have Captain Rick Flag and Colonel Rick Flag, which are both juniors.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess
think it was Colonel, because Colonel sounded familiar. As soon as you said that, I was thinking Colonel as well, Rachel. So
yeah, I think they said Colonel. But they're going to change it in the movies, obviously, to like fit their version better.
So that's the thing. So I went with Emma, and we're in there, and that's like one of her favorite actors, and I'm assuming characters. So we're in there, and she saw that scene and was devastated.
I would guess.
She was texting
devastated.
me.
She was like punching me in the fucking arm the whole time. Like I forgot what it's like to go to the movies with her. It's
very violent.
They're patting.
She's crying. I'm like, oh god, people are gonna think I upset this woman. She's crying. She's
Steven's going to jail.
It just looks like a domestic violence type shit.
Dude, oh my god. She was texting me and everything because we were talking about the movie, and she was so devastated. But I feel like, I don't know, she felt so insulted because I didn't agree that the guy that plays Rick Flag is like the super hot guy. And I was like, yeah, decent looking. He's okay, but he's kind of basic. And she was like, basic? And she just like went crazy. And I was like, well, you know what? He's basic. He's basic white boy.
He's in What's the movie? Or not the movie, the Netflix one.
RoboCop.
Show.
No.
Carbon? Was it Carbon something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Carbon.
because she showed it.
Altered Carbon. Yeah, that's where
Yeah, she sent me a gif of it.
really. Yeah, that's where she really couldn't shut up about him because.
Oh my goodness.
I was just like, what, the dude with the slack jaw here? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Got it.
Dude. Yeah, I'm like, he's decent. He's okay.
LB says
Nothing
he's
special.
way more attractive in Altered Carbon. I mean,
with that haircut, yeah, that haircut wasn't doing him any favors in the movie.
if that's what you, I mean, hey, to each their own, everybody. To
Yep.
each their own.
It's like, oh, it's your girl. She could have used some magic on that one.
Terrible.
Wow.
But yeah, no, I really didn't see his character being taken out in that one. Like that, I thought he was gonna be like, if I had to be like everybody, people are safe, then he would be one.
But like, I could kind of see why they killed him off because like they're all very like, all of them are kind of like selfish. They're not like really the type of people to like go out there and like save everybody. But because he did that sacrifice and was fighting like peacemakers so much to try to like stop like, I don't know, stop and end everything, and then he ended up dying it from it. I feel like it kind of inspired Bloodsport to like at least do that for him, and for them to actually do good. And you saw how excited Polka Dot Man was. I loved him. Like, I loved what they did with his character. And he got so happy the first time you see him be happy. Smashed. Instantly crashed.
His dancing. Great.
Oh my God, that was so cringe. Like, because, like, he's obviously mentally unhinged. And so he sees his mom everywhere. So whenever they, like, cut to, like, him seeing things through his point of view and everybody is his mom, when they were all the ladies were grinding on him and dancing, that was so disturbing. I was like, nope.
His character, I think, I liked Ratcatcher too.
Oh, I loved her.
She was good.
I loved how Taika Waititi was her dad.
Yeah, that was a good little cameo there.
So good.
Yeah, Taika Waititi. Yeah,
that's terrible.
Good.
I think Margot Robbie, she always does a good Harley Quinn.
Knocks out the
So
park.
good.
Yeah.
I loved her fighting scene. It was very like a good homage to the Harley Quinn Birds of Prey movie because she's doing all those crazy acrobats. Like, and then they had that one shot of her going down the hall, and it was like just like a nonstop, just like continuous scene. And they kind of did that same thing in that movie. And then they obviously like hyper romanticized everything, the love scene, because like that's how she sees the world. And I thought that was a really cool like artsy touch to it.
Yeah, she had some really good scenes in that one. Actually,
They were so good. Yeah.
And then of course Idris Elba, he did very, very well. So
Yeah.
which I didn't think he
I loved
was.
King Shark too. Oh,
Yeah, King Shark was good too. I didn't
Yeah,
think.
wait, you didn't think? Why didn't you think he'd be good?
I just thought Idris Elba was gonna be. I don't know. I just thought he was gonna be very generic for some reason, because it's like his character isn't really like this big character in the comic books. So I thought they were just gonna like really not know what to do with him, but they actually did a very good job with the way his character was written. Idris did a very good way, way he was acting the character and everything. Like it was pretty cool. Like it wasn't. If you look at it, if you take him and be like, okay, this guy is just a mercenary or he's an assassin that has a bunch of different gadgets, you're like, okay, that's nothing special or anything about him. There's a bunch of people that do that, but his whole attitude, what he brought to the show was just pretty good. So
his
was
flaw
great.
was good too. Him being afraid of the rats.
Yeah.
And like he's teamed with somebody who controls rats. It's just like
He was such a great character. I love Ratcatcher. What was I gonna say? Because I remember when like he was first cast, everybody was saying like, oh yeah, they're just gonna recast him as like, was it his name was Deadshot?
Yeah.
That's what I thought going into the movie, and they're like, oh no, his name is Bloodsport, and I was like, thank God, because Suicide Squad, you could just keep reintroducing new characters. You don't have to keep bringing back the same characters over and over. So I thought that was a way better choice than just recasting Will Smith,
Yeah, it was. And you don't have to explain anything. You can just put him in there and then just go from there. So yeah, it was good. It was good.
now I want to see him do a movie together.
Yeah.
In the next one, I want to see them both be in it.
Okay. No, what I thought was really cool, I don't know if you guys caught this, but the comic book creator of Suicide Squad, had a cameo in the movie.
Did he get killed or something? What was it?
No, he was the scientist that actually put the microchip into Savant's head. So, like, oh, if he like defected, his head would explode, and then he says "good dog" to him after they do that. And I thought that was like such a cool cameo for the creator to do. And it's like, cool. I hope they continue doing that in all like the comic book movies, like have their own little Stan Lee cameo.
That'd be cool. Give little nods to the people that made this stuff. Yeah, that's not bad at all. What?
Of course, Viola Davis killed it.
She's always freaking.
She's just a great actress.
She's
a
tremendous actress.
Viola Davis.
Who did she play?
She was.
I don't know actresses' names.
What's her name?
Warner.
Amanda Waller.
Yeah.
Waller. Why did I say Warner? Well, yeah, no, she's perfect. Like honestly, like her and the guy that plays Jonah Jameson are like they just literally came out of the comic book. They are that character. They're perfection.
Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, for Spider-Man.
Jay
Jonah. I'm still in the DC universe. You just switched it up to Marvel.
Well, I was saying because like he was so perfect, like perfectly cast. Like he is that character, just kind of like how Amanda Waller is.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
she's got the like best stoned face, like just like so stern and like serious. She's like, I'm not messing with her. She'll fucking whip my ass. She don't need a super soldier serum. She's just gonna kill you.
What else did we watch? Rachel, you had a couple of things that you wanted to bring up.
I have to look in our chat because I made like a whole list.
Yeah, because like we were talking about the Addams Family one. So we have the Wednesday show coming out.
Yeah, it's a Netflix Wednesday show directed by Tim Burton. It's his first TV show and first time really casting any like POC people to be in his show or like movie. So growth. Thank you, man.
So we got the mom and dad so far, right?
Mom, dad, and Wednesday.
Who's Wednesday? That's what I thought I asked that in chat. We were talking today.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that. I didn't see you ask that in chat, but let me look real quick. But I forget her name, but I know she was in that one babysitter movie, like that babysitter horror movie from Netflix. I saw her in that.
The babysitter?
God, please tell me it's not Bella Thorne.
Yep. Bella Thorne will be Wednesday Addams, ladies and gentlemen.
That would be bad. It's probably the blonde girl.
No, it's not. It's not the blonde girl.
No, it's gonna be somebody younger.
She was in the second one, so she's not the main babysitter. She's like that new girl who's kind of like edgy, and like she meets like the main guy, and they kind of have like a relationship at the end. So
she was the spoiler. She was the friend in the first one, and then
she was in the first one. She was only in the second.
King Chris says
she was the friend.
She was only in the second.
The character. I don't know if the actress was there. I'm saying her character.
Oh, I think her name is Jenna Ortega.
Yeah, King Chris says Jenna Ortiz, but Jenna Ortega is correct.
Yes.
Okay, I could see it. This is my first time seeing her. This is my first time seeing her as a human being because I haven't seen her in anything at all.
Yeah, like I've only seen her in like that one thing, and her acting was okay in it. Like, I mean, it wasn't bad, so I'm excited to see her do that. But I'm really excited for who they casted as Gomez and Morticia.
Okay, so Gomez.
Okay. This is a different girl.
Gomez, they cast who again? Luis Guzman?
Yes, they did. Luis Guzman.
I like Luis Guzman, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like him as an actor.
Mm-hmm.
But when the Addams Family movies came out in the 90s, to me, that depiction of that Gomez Addams is like, to me, that was like the new bar. Because I had seen the cartoon before, and he doesn't act like that. He's not the same. He's not the same character. I know this was, oh crap, I don't remember the actor's name. Now I'm forgetting.
Luis Guzman.
No.
The one from the 90s movies, the one that you two guys really like.
Raul Julia.
Yeah.
Raul Julia.
Yeah,
to
like
me, he came and changed the game.
Yeah,
like,
he is Gomez Addams.
I mean, like, he is a version of Gomez Addams, but this is just a multiverse. It's a different version.
I know, but like all these,
and then he's more like
Angelica Houston. She's Morticia. She's great.
Yeah. But I feel like they're going to try to go back to more like closer to the original source, and so I'm very excited by that. And I feel like he'll be the perfect like more creepy weirdness that Gomez actually is, instead of just like this like suave guy. And but I do actually have a second choice for Gomez if it wasn't Luis Guzman, or how do you say his last name?
Luis Guzman.
Guzman. There you go. It was actually my second choice would have been the friend in the Ant-Man, the one that tells all the stories, like the really long stories.
Michael Pena. Yep.
Yeah, I feel like he would have been a good choice, but he would have been more like weird, creepy, whereas Luis is more creepy, weird, if that makes sense.
So I think that you like the weird, creepy.
I like all versions, and I haven't seen them yet, so I can't really judge if I like them or not. But I am excited to see how they're going to portray it. But I'm excited for different versions.
Right? The cartoon movie, right?
I saw the cartoon movie, and that was actually very good. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've heard good things about the cartoon movie one as well, and they're doing a sequel to that.
It's getting a sequel, yeah.
Yeah, and that Gomez is more like the original cartoon, and the one I think Louise is going to be more like. So,
have you seen the black and white TV show Addams Family?
Yep.
You saw that one? Okay.
Mm-hmm. I've seen like all the variations of it. Yeah, I used to be I was a little goth kid. I grew up as a little goth kid. I've seen it all.
I've only seen the meme of Wednesday doing that dance. She's shuffling or whatever. She's like,
oh my God.
I mean, she is shuffling.
She puts the record on and she starts dancing. It's like
terrible.
With Lurch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just watching her.
Just put that in the movie. That's it.
Well, we'll have to see.
That's
It's going to be
movie.
focused on Wednesday, which is going to be interesting take on everything. So I don't know what I don't even know what the premise is besides it just being focused on Wednesday. Is she going back to camp? Is she?
No, I think it's maybe like more of like a coming of age story of like her being a teenage girl and being like a weird, creepy teenage girl.
And where's Pugsley at?
He hasn't been casted yet.
Because he's her right hand man type of thing,
hand
right?
in hand, yeah.
He'll be casted soon. And they also have to cast like their baby brother too.
Are they going to though? Is it canon? Is it canon?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Pubert?
Is his name Pubert? I forget his name.
It was in the movie. That's all I know. Pubert.
Yeah, because every time they show, like even in the cartoon, there was no baby. The new movie cartoon.
Well, maybe they won't have him then. But I think it'd be cool to see who they cast as Uncle Fester, Lurch, the grandma, and then Cousin It. Like how they're gonna do Cousin It, you know?
Uncle Fester should be the guy that played what was Gaston's little buddy's name? And
the guy he does the voice for Olaf. I love him. Oh my God.
Fuck.
I don't think he'd be a good Fester though.
Do it. Shave him and let him do it.
I know. Gosh, is his name Josh?
Josh
Gad. Josh Gad.
Yeah.
That's who I want.
I absolutely love him. He's so great. Like he's just a great person in general. So, but no, don't see it. And I can't see him being Louise's brother. No,
you can't. First of all, you can't see anybody. They never look like brothers in the show or the movie. Like any of them.
Okay, fair point. Yeah.
You can put anybody in that spot. Like, yeah. Josh Gad will do it. Shave him bald. Put him out there. Let's go.
I'll tell you can play the grandmother. Have you ever watched The Incredible Kimmy Schmidt? That Netflix show?
Not really. I couldn't get into it.
There's an old lady in that. Her name's Carol Kane. She's fucking hilarious in that, and she'd be perfect for the grandmother.
I think I know who you're talking about. Wasn't she like a neighbor or something that lived above them, or like their landlord?
She was like their landlord. Yeah.
Yeah.
She has like a I don't want to say raspy voice, but it's kind of soft and raspy, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But she would be like perfect for the grandma role.
The only thing I've seen this woman in is in Scrooged. And that's an old movie. That's an old 1988
but isn't she white?
Movie. Yeah, she's white.
Yeah. I don't think she'd be like cast as anybody's mom though, like the grandma.
I mean,
why not? There's white looking Latin
Hispanics.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I don't know. I think they like maybe try to like cast like people of, like the actual ethnicity instead of like whiwashing it. I don't know because like they've already started doing it.
Sign off on
We'll see.
I'll sign off on it.
Wow.
She's a pass.
He's
Calm
like,
down, cancel culture.
So for
It's
the
not
Mexican
cancel culture.
delegation, he's like, Mexican delegations right here. I will.
Terrible.
So I'll give my stamp of approval.
So what's that? Council? Yeah, we good. We got the
Is it
go ahead.
council?
She can
see.
She
Yes.
She can, yes.
Well, they only announced 3 actors, so we got to wait and see what's going to happen. I don't know, but it'll be interesting. Tim Burton, he's kind of, in my opinion, kind of a one-trick pony when it comes to looks. It's like he just does the goth. Not saying that he does it bad, but
Edward Scissorhands
didn't look like Batman. Didn't look like
when they're in the community. It's all like bright and shiny and stuff. The only person that's like goth is Edward, and then
but the whole movie is still like considered like pretty gothy.
Yeah,
it's just supposed to be like a stark contrast to Edward Scissorhands. Just because it has colors doesn't mean it's not goth.
If you can't tell me, Steven, that if you closed your eyes and somebody said Tim Burton, you wouldn't think of the exact same thing all the way through. Like, he's a style now.
Yeah, when I was super gothy, my goal was to look like I came out of a Tim Burton movie.
Exactly. See? Like, he's a look. Like, he literally is.
He has a specific art style, and he tends to stick to that. And like, I get it. Like, he's an artist, so.
Your cat's gonna break something.
Yeah, she keeps walking over.
She's on that table back there.
Yeah, she really wants to get out. Dylan's watching the stream. Come open the door. I'm not getting up for her.
So what do you guys think of the live action cast of the Netflix adaptation of Avatar: The Last Airbender?
I actually really like it. Have you guys seen it so far? They've only casted Aang, Katara, Zuko, and Sokka, and I feel like they got it like a really good, like diverse, like Asian cast and everything, and try to like cast people as the characters of like the ethnicities that they're inspired by in the show. So I thought that was really cool.
And stuff like that.
Yeah, and they actually casted it pretty close to their actual ages. Like the kid that's gonna play Aang, he's 11, and then the chick that plays Katara, she's like 15, but they're supposed to play like a 12-year-old and 14-year-old. So
it's to me right now, it's like it's good that they're casting definitely trying to get closer to the more ethnicities of the characters they're portraying.
And not just make them all white and Night Shyamalan. How dare you?
I'm still just skeptical because
100%.
Because of the last crap that we got. So I
mean,
gotta
like
see
Mike
the
and
trailer
Brian
first.
Yeah, Mike and Brian, like they left because of creative differences, and they're like, yeah, we're not going to be a part of this because Netflix was like kind of wrecking the story. So I'm like, yay, the casting's great, but we'll see.
Exactly. Like when the creators, they were the creators, right? Mike and Brian.
Yes, yeah.
So when they up and bounce from it, it's kind of, I don't know if it's a good sign. So
yeah,
we need trailers. We need trailers. We got nothing right now. We got a couple of announcements of some actors, which I kind of looked up some of them, and I never really watched anything that they were in before, so I really have no frame of reference.
I don't even know who any of these actors are.
Exactly.
So,
they're like totally unknown. Yeah,
it's fine. It's whatever.
So okay.
I do agree with J-Lap though. I do think the actor that's picked to play Sokka should have been Zuko, and
I don't agree with that at all.
Like just from that one picture that was in the chat, I was like, yeah, you should swap those two, because I thought the guy who played Sokka was cast as Zuko, and I was like, oh, okay.
I don't care what anybody says.
Sokka looks too was it indigenous and everything. Like he looks like he's supposed to be more like Inuit and everything, whereas like Zuko, he looks Japanese, which is what the Fire Nation was like based off of.
I want Donnie Bosco as Zuko. Make it happen.
Dante Bosco.
Bosco.
He knows him as Donnie. They go way back.
I know him as Rufio. That's how I know him.
I mean, it's true.
I need him literally to play the role. He can do it. He still looks young enough. Do it. He's got the voice.
Young enough. His voice sounds young enough, but he doesn't
that's all
look
it
young
needs.
enough.
Basically, you're shaving his hair, right? because all you're giving him is the ponytail in the
Give him
He
the
look
beginning.
like an old man then.
He's in the ponytail in the beginning.
Oh my goodness.
And then you're making half of his face burned. Boom. Come on. Make it happen. Don't tell me it can't be happening, because it can happen. I don't care what anybody says. Rufio. That's my pick. How old is he now?
Hilarious.
He's got
Old?
to be like, wow.
40?
Wow. He's 45. He can still do it.
See, I
He's
got
still doing
close.
He can still do it.
No, he
can
can't.
still
No,
do
we
it.
can't.
Yep. Get it trending
Mm-mm.
on the internet, everybody.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to say what I said earlier to you guys. A 40-year-old cannot play a teenager.
Well, then we're going to have to up the age of the character of that
No.
character.
No.
Yep. That's what we're going to do.
You just age him up.
Yep, just age him up. Now Zuko is 45, chasing the Avatar. Boom.
Boom.
Oh
There
my
it
God.
is.
Fixed it.
Fixed it. Yep.
What are the
Yep.
original creators gonna do? Quit?
Exactly.
fuck outta here. Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Spoiler alert, that's why they did quit.
Well,
Wow.
fuck them. Fuck them.
Wow.
It didn't need him anyway.
Didn't need 'em anyway.
Didn't need their permission to do
Thanks.
anything.
Thanks for your universe. We'll take it from here. Thank you.
Yeah.
George
Yeah.
Lucas's ass, and then fucking was it Harry Potter bitch? Was it
J.K. Rowling?
There you go.
I think
Almost called
I
her
think,
J.K. Simmons. Real time.
I think Lucas sold his, didn't he? I don't think
Yeah,
he just
no,
he
Yeah.
cashed out.
He
He cashed
cashed
out.
out. His
Yeah.
wife was the brains anyway, so that's
True.
All right. So that's about it, right? Everybody. Is
Wait,
there anything else?
no.
What else you got?
no,
What else-
Rachel. You cannot say anything else because I feel like a pun is coming, and I don't
I
trust.
mean,
No, there's no pun.
Oh,
There's no
trust-
pun. There's no pun. I was just gonna say, according to Adventure Times, today is the day the mushroom wars start. I can't talk. Apparently, I got tongue tied right there, but I feel like it's an important day to recognize, even though you guys don't watch Adventure Time.
yeah, I've never seen this, and I have
Okay,
no
well then you're
idea.
missing out on life because Adventure Time is such a great cartoon. It's so
Oh.
good.
I don't know what you're talking about, all right? But I can go for some bacon pancakes.
Bacon pancakes. You guys quote it all the time, like I'm a boss baby. Like you guys sing that
That's a
song all the
s-
time.
Yeah, that's a song though. that's from
Yeah, from the
that's-
show.
I know that's a
That's
rapper
I'm
that took
A
that
buff
song.
baby
Buff
And I-
baby.
dance like a man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he took it. He definitely took it from Adventure Time because the music video is done with the animation of Adventure Time.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But I
Yeah, because
still have never
it's
even
Baby
seen. it.
Finn. He's singing that in the mirror and dancing. It's so cute.
She's a nice lady, and she's shaking her yams.
Yeah, that's not an Adventure
Yeah.
Time.
That
That's
is
not an
actually-
Adventure Time.
That is an Adventure Time. They say that part.
Well, it'd be better if it was more, I don't know, widespread. So let's get it trending,
Wow.
everybody. Shake them yams.
Shake them, shake them yams.
so-
After he's shaking them.
I don't know what that
I got
was.
nothing to shake. I'm sorry.
All right, let's.
Good.
So we're gonna do some after the show stuff, so we can show everybody all the cool history things. But is there anything you want to say before we log off, Steven?
Yeah, you know what? Just follow your heart. You know what I mean? Be you. That's it.
All right,
Don't let your dreams just be dreams.
that's it.
Go out there and be somebody.
Rachel, anything you want to say?
Just one more thing to add to the stories. Because the Suicide Squad, it's not a pun. It's not a pun. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got you guys so good. I can't say any more puns today. Because Suicide Squad, like, and everything happened. They're actually, I think it's HBO, might be a different, I don't know, studio, but they're making a Peacemaker cartoon. It's going to be a whole series, and it's going to be starting, I think, sometime next year. But
Oh yeah, I saw that.
be kind
I
of
saw
cool.
that.
Maybe John Cena will do the voice.
He's
We'll
got
see.
to. There's no
It's
other.
gonna be a
Yeah.
cartoon. I thought it was
Yeah.
Yeah,
gonna be a
you know, it's a
show.
cartoon. Yeah,
It's going
I
to be a
saw-
cartoon show, yeah. It looked like kind of like older animation. It kind of like the style of the animation reminded me of like either the Mike Tyson cartoon or even like original Spider-Man animation.
Oh
That's
my
kind of what it
God.
looked like.
It's gonna be.
I'm very excited.
ridiculous. All right. That's it, everybody. We will see you guys next week. Thank you for listening. Again, if you haven't joined us live on twitch.tv/before you log off, you should definitely do that every Friday. And actually,
Or you log off.
yeah. So for the internationally known Steven Gutierrez, Toughest Stones Rachel, I am Sir Aaron Carter saying that is enough internet for today.